Alright everybody, here at the Strip for the Vegas Golden Knights game, and you can see the Raiders Stadium right behind me, but the Vegas Golden Knights will be taking on the Washington Capitals, and it is going to be a nationally broadcasted game because, yes, Alexander Ovechkin is in the cusp of marking 700 goals. He is still at 698, has been having a bit of a goal drought in the last 3-4 games, so we're not used to seeing Ovi like that, but this man coming to Vegas always does something special. That's just what Ovechkin does. And you know what? You can't really hate him for that. I think he's one of the greatest players of all time and arguably one of the greatest shooters, goal scorers ever. So, should be a treat. And hopefully go, Knights go, get a win. Ooh, fucking packed today. Shit. Oh, God. On over. Oh, shit. There it is. There it is. Toshiba Plaza, everybody. Fucking excited, man. Haven't been here in like 2 months. Be fucking great. Oh, shit. Bright-ass day. Beautiful spring weather here. And Ovechkin is going to be in the house. Son of a bitch. Go Knights, go. Oh, that's a lot of cats there. God damn. Real good today if we beat them. Okay, so we are inside T-Mobile Arena. Pre-game is going on right now, but I figure I want to take a fucking walk because you're going to be sitting on your ass all fucking game. So here's the thing. I feel like the Knights are going to lose today. I feel like we're going to lose 3-2 in overtime, where Carlson scores 1, Ovechkin scores 2. The fucking second goal in overtime they'll hit at 700. I just have no confidence in our defense. What else is there to say? Ovechkin is basically a god. He's going to hit 700 today. This motherfucker going to hit 700 today. And it's just going to be a humbling ass fucking experience for Vegas Golden Knights. But hopefully a win. Hopefully a win, but I don't see it tonight. I just don't.
Has select top names throughout the season. Derek and Melissa.
Oh, yeah. End of the first period. Vegas Golden Knights are up by 2-0. Holy shit. Yeah, Nick Olden gets the goal. Follow that up with Riley Smith. Holtby not looking so fresh, not looking so hot. Neither is Ovi. Ovechkin looks a little bit more tense than usual. Maybe gripping the stick a little too hard, but wouldn't be surprised if he scores like 3 fucking goals straight now. But still 2 periods to play. Hopefully we can close it out. Alright, well, Vegas is leading 3-0 now. Holy fuck. Pacioretty getting the 3rd goal. Washington looks like dog shit right now. Holtby can't fucking protect the goddamn puck to save his life. Ovechkin can't score on a hook. I feel like it's going to be like a 4-2 win for the Vegas Golden Knights. Maybe if we can hold this defense, but who the fuck knows? Vegas wins! Fuck yeah! Vegas wins.
Yeah, we know we got to fight and claw to get into the playoffs right now, so lately we've been able to put some wins together. Hopefully we can continue.
Yes, Nick. Yes! Oh, Vegas wins 3-2. Very close game. Jesus fucking Christ. What is there to say? Vegas almost fucking blows it with that defense. But we hold on. TJ Oshie getting the 2 goals. Ovechkin still going through the goal drought. Just could not get the fucking puck right. And, you know, credit to Marc-Andre for getting those shots saved. And, So it's been a couple of days since President's Day. It's actually Wednesday today. And as of this recording, Ovechkin still sits at 698 goals because the Capitals do not have another game until Thursday. And the Golden Knights are still somehow in second place in the Pacific Division, sitting at 70 points. Now, in this specific game against the Washington Capitals on President's Day Monday, nationally televised, because, of course, Watch, and as you clearly saw from the videos before, Ovi did not score. It was actually Oshie. Not Ovi, Oshie. So, having this platform, right, going back to Vegas for the Capitals where they lifted the cup in 2018, looked like the fucking story and narrative to be set for the Vegas Golden Knights. They're probably going to lose, and I even said it. We're going to probably lose 3-2. John Carlson and Ovechkin with 2 goals. It's going to be a nationally televised disaster for the Vegas Golden Knights. But how we started this game was all too important for the rest of this game that unfolded. And so in the first period, Nick Holden, our boy here, Nick Holden, number 22, gets the first goal, 3 minutes and 43 seconds in. An open net while Holtby makes the initial save, but when you have that much of a gap in front of your net, I mean, obviously, you get the right player at the right time in the right space, you're going to get that goal. It's not fucking rocket science, people. It's just basically hockey. I know it's a really backhanded way to simplify a game, but that's how you have to see it sometimes. She's got to score more than the other guy. And for the Vegas Golden Knights, they were just staying aggressive, and that actually paid dividends. Whereas you saw Ovechkin just tense up a little bit, starting from that very first period. And I'm noticing this as a noob on hockey, but watching Ovechkin just grip his stick real tight and maybe only get a shot in that first period was kind of surprising. Really was. And honestly, after the goal, Washington at least got several setups going on offense pretty well. But it's ultimately the Vegas Golden Knights putting another stamp in the game in the first period with a Riley Smith goal 17 minutes and 17 seconds in. Marshy actually keeps the puck alive on the offense. And Washington's defense kind of just collapsed at that point. You also had the mixture of Holtby just playing like he always does. I mean, I remember that cup run in 2018 where I kept counting out the Capitals each and every step of the way, especially when they were against the Penguins. I'm like, oh, they're probably going to fucking lose. But Holtby has these moments where he can turn it on. This wasn't that game. This was the typical narrative of Holtby before the Stanley Cup where, shit, inconsistent, slightly below 900. What the fuck are we going to do? That kind of Holtby decided to show up. But even with the decent chances that Washington generated in the first period, 12 shots, versus Vegas 16, you can only say Vegas dominated that first period. And both sides are able to generate some semblance of offense early in that second period. But it got a little bit more slowed down, shall we say. And for the Vegas Golden Knights, able to match the pace alongside one of the best teams in the NHL. Point tally wise, they're a top 3 team, the Washington Capitals. But they're matching along right side them, physically. And to get a goal in Max Pacioretty, 14 minutes and 6 seconds into the second period, good stuff. William Karlsson being in that line with Mark Stone and Max Pacioretty, working wonders. And you just have Marc-Andre Fleury on the other side, other side of Holtby, just doing magic, protecting the fucking net. And while the shots weren't that high in that second period, Vegas shooting 8, Washington 6, it felt like a very, very chess-like game in terms of how the pieces were moving. And then you move into the third period where, holy fuck, back-to-back-to-back penalties. And Vegas had 2 power play opportunities. And while they killed off one of the penalties that were given to them, making it their second penalty they killed off in the game, first one coming in the second period, the Vegas Golden Knights completely blew their opportunity on the power play. The reason why I say that, and the reason why my tone is like that, despite the fact that the Vegas Golden Knights were up 3-0, I've seen this team blow leads Okay? Not just the Sharks game, kids. I've seen this team blow leads before that and after that in the third period specifically, where they start just having the mental lapses of children when they're panicked and have to say some fucking line in front of class. This was the exact moment where I'm thinking, oh my God, you go 0 for 2 on the power play, an opportunity to go 4-0, 5-0, and honestly, some of the shots were unlucky, but yeah, coming out of the power plays with nothing felt like a wasted opportunity. And it's frustrating more because as clutch as Marc-Andre Fleury was in those moments in the penalty kill and all that, inevitably, Washington scores. And it's funny because the guy sitting right in front of me, he's just some kid. And I'm a kid, but he's also a kid. He's sitting there, and he's actually saying, oh man, I want donuts. And literally everybody around him giving him death glares, like, don't fucking jinx it. Literally a minute later, TJ Oshie scores. I thought, fuck. You know, I know all those superstitious people are going to look at that kid and blame him, but, you know, what the fuck can you expect? I mean, obviously, you're into the third period. You want that level of expectation for yourself and your team, but I know better. Like I said, I know better as a Vegas Golden Knights fan watching this team the last 3 years and thinking, yeah, they're not going to fucking kill off whatever fucking penalty or whatever goddamn defensive chances they got to do. Because TJ Oshie getting that goal just felt really uneasy because the way the Vegas Golden Knights were handling the puck, especially in those last 10 minutes, was unnerving. And so you move into another penalty kill, third penalty kill of the day. Like, why John Merrill is a defenseman still, I don't understand. Why don't we just put him in the fucking power forward position? Here's what I would offer you in this troubling time, Vegas Golden Knights, as a dumbass fan who just want to say his fucking opinion in peace. I think Cody Eakin, as nice of a guy as he is, if that's all you can really say at this point, what are we doing? The trade deadline is next Monday. What I would suggest is an experimental idea of putting John Merrill at the wing position, right? And moving out Cody Eakin for some fucking level of defense. I know there's rumors right now that Alec Martinez could potentially be on his way to the Vegas Golden Knights, which, as a side note, I think is a great move. 32 years old, maybe a bit slower, maybe a bit brittle relative to the age of defensemen right now, where young guys, mid-20s, speed. But I think he could really bring, I don't know, a level of common sense, in the fucking defensive schemes. Okay, when I say common sense, like maybe shoveling the puck out of the fucking defensive zone when you have fucking 5 minutes to win the game. But what do the Vegas Golden Knights do? A power play goal given literally 2 minutes after TJ Oshie scores. And TJ Oshie scores again. So the game is now 3-2. You only got 10 or so minutes left to go on in this game. And every fucking part of me that wanted to scream at the referees for the non-calls had to slap myself back into reality of saying, dude, this team's defense is awful. This team's defense barely hangs on by the edge of their teeth. And I'm wondering, by the end of that third period, how the hell are we going to deal with Tampa Bay? How the hell are we going to deal with Tampa Bay on Thursday? Because Tampa Bay, they are riding an 11-game win streak, kids. Holy fuck. Yeah, they're good. Tampa Bay is really good. But the Vegas Golden Knights eke out a win. Just barely registering 6 shots, where the Washington Capitals make 8 shots in that third period, and getting the all-important 2 points. Now, Holtby, like I said, 26 saves on 29 shots. Not the greatest game for him. Obviously, .897 save percentage. Nothing to write home about. But as well as he did, there were mistakes sometimes where you just think, oh, this is not the Holtby that you want. Whereas Fleury, great moments. Clutch moments. His defense, not that great. And this is the thing. 0 for 2 on the power play. 2 for 3 on the penalty kill. Not a great night for the special teams either. That's just my opinion. Relative to the strong expectations that we have for this team, how good their penalty killing was, how good their power play scoring can be. This is very disappointing. And when you have the 3 stars and TJ Oshie 3-star, which absolutely deserves it, Nick Holden 2-star, Max Pacioretty 1-star, you're left to question as a Vegas Golden Knights fan, how can we improve from here? How can we improve from here? Yes, this is a 3-game win streak at home. Fantastic. 6 points. Awesome. We haven't had that kind of optimism at home in quite some time. We haven't. And quite frankly, the Vegas Golden Knights haven't been home for a month and a half. And this is just a refreshing thing to watch. New coach, relatively speaking, because we just fired Gerard Gallant. But you still see the weakness and blemishes of this team. And I know there are Vegas Golden Knights fans out there. And listen, I'm a loyal Vegas Golden Knights fan. But I criticize my team when I know they can do better, relative to what the expectation has been set for your team, for your organization. Right now, people are bitching and moaning about Bill Foley and this new head coaching hire. I more or less look at Kelly McCrimmon and George McPhee and the kind of impatience they've been running with. And I have to think to myself, all right, dude, if you were so impatient on this shit in terms of how bad or how mediocre you thought our blue line was going to be, then why didn't we do anything in before the season? Where I thought we should have absolutely offloaded Cody Eakin's contract, which, again, nice guy. I'm trying to just fucking say that right now, but holy crap. The reality of this team being a win-now team, and you have a guy who's just kind of a black hole on offense, you need to move off that piece. And if you want defense, you need to bring in a defensive player then. Oh my goodness. And this all, I'm saying this again with a huge asterisk. This is all a first world problem if you're a Vegas Golden Knights fan. Let's be real, guys. We are 3 years into our franchise's history. We are bitching and moaning about whether or not we get into the playoffs. Now, granted, again, because we set the precedent for ourselves, we are only going to disappoint ourselves. That's what greatness does, unfortunately, right? It can cripple you, but at the end of the rainbow, there is some great shit waiting for you. And for the Vegas Golden Knights, while we take the W, while we get the 2 points, I'm not so convinced this is a good team. I just don't. There are so many inconsistent nights from this defense and the special teams that I have to often wonder, can we get there? And if we get to the playoffs, can we make a push for the cup? I don't know. I don't know those answers. But what I do know is the Vegas Golden Knights won against the Capitals. They're hosting the Tampa Bay Lightning tomorrow. Huge game. Absolutely huge game. And the Vegas Golden Knights have to focus up and get ready. So, go Knights, go. I know that sounds like a real bitching review. A bitching review. Not a, bitching. He's bitching about it. Ranting review. But in all honesty, I just want to see this team do well. I want to see them do great. Not President's Trophy shit. I want the actual trophy that matters in the Stanley Cup. So, let's keep it going, boys. Let's keep it going. Grind it out. It's only going to get tougher, but Golden Knights don't give up. So, boys and girls, follow me at the Sky Lounge and all the links in the description below. Like, comment, subscribe for more daily contents. Go Knights, go. Now, fuck off.